Carcia.
And I'm Telly.
And we are the HercastleGirls, your mindful mavens. Welcome to our channel. If you like videos on mindset, spirituality, and how you can apply these things to your business and life, personal development, motivation to do what you need to do, then you need to click on the subscription button. Yes, click on that subscription button. Click the notification bell so you know when we drop videos. We'd be happy to have you. We would consider you a soulful creator, and you can join our growing community.
Join the growing community. We are here to fill up each other, for you guys to fill us up. We're just here to fill.
We are recording our podcast. It's all connected by HercastleGirls. So get ready. Our conversation today is going to be about why we are so bad at self-compassion.
Oh, girl.
If you, again, like content like this, we'd be happy to have you join our crew. So without further ado,
let's get started. For today's episode, we are talking about practicing self-compassion and why it seems so hard to do.
In June of 2017, Good Therapy said, low self-compassion relates to perfectionism. People who feel they must be perfect all the time tend to not be forgiving of their own failures and may only feel worthy of love, acceptance, and respect when they achieve success. So, looking at what, that quote said from Good Therapy.
Yes.
We are at this idea of, self-compassion means being warm and understanding. We know that. It's about being warm and understanding to yourself.
Right.
And, even practicing self-compassion when we're suffering, when we're failing, when we're feeling inadequate. But the thing is, we are very good as humans. We are very good at ignoring our pain and punishing ourselves with self-criticism. So we just push along. We've had a bad day. We didn't have
going through it.
We didn't have a successful day.
That's it.
So we punish ourselves.
Right.
And we just punish and ignore and carry on. And this is what has led to this idea that self-compassion is bad.
Yeah, it's as if saying self-compassion is for the weak. It was why are you sitting there and they want to call it a pity party, just because you want to,
And we're going to get to that point too, because I know that, even the idea of showing vulnerability, don't worry, we're going to get there. Another thing that this quote brought up is that, we only deserve good things when we achieve great things.
Right.
And, for me, for instance, the word self-compassion, literally, I tell no lie.
Yeah.
It was not in my vocabulary until I started doing mindset work and focusing on my practice. I didn't ever use the word self-compassion.
Right.
Didn't care to use it because I didn't understand it. I didn't think that it was something that someone would ever do.
Right.
Why do you think we have this huge belief that you only deserve good things when you've achieved greatness?
Oh, I blame society.
Yeah.
I blame society full-heartedly. And it's like being bred it as far back as even school.
Oh, yeah. School is the institutions are the inventors of
They're the
this.
inventors. Because, even as a kid, you do your little pop quiz or your little test, whatever. Like in kindergarten, you got tested on shapes or whatever they do. And let's say you said square instead of triangle. So you didn't get a perfect score.
Yeah.
And the teacher, they're programmed themselves to just be like, oh, you did wrong, or whatever grade you're in at this point.
If you get an A+, you get a star.
That's it. You're rewarded instantly. But for the kid that just tried, they tried. It may not have been right.
Maybe they got a C+.
Exactly. But at least they put the effort to try. And they're told, oh, you got to do better next time. And now that poor kid is at home, overstudying, overindulging, and being obsessed with trying now to beat something. All because someone told them, well, you failed at that.
Yeah.
And there's no there's no self-compassion for you. Although you shouldn't, get a pat on the back for, hey, at least you tried. Give yourself some credit for that. But in this world, we were all brought up to be that way, to be like, well, if I'm, like you said before, if I'm having a bad day, I'm not going to show myself any kind of self-love. I'm just going to plow through it. I failed something. I'm not going to sit and think and, be like, okay, you know what? I tried. No, I'm going to punish myself and try harder. And it's exhausting.
Yes. Exhausting.
Even talking about it was exhausting. It's
I hear you. So another point that I want to bring up is the point of people confusing self-compassion with narcissism. I noticed that this has become a topic that I've even seen on YouTube.
That's just
where
wrong.
People are saying, well, some self-compassion is just another manifestation of narcissism.
Okay, hold up.
So the idea that you make people feel guilty about practicing self-compassion, meaning, how dare you practice love and compassion towards yourself because that's narcissistic. And for me, I want to say, have we forgotten what narcissism actually means? And narcissism is an actual, psychiatric, situation that needs to be diagnosed. People can't sit there and practice narcissism. So that's the first thing.
Right.
And, someone that practices self-compassion, to me, I believe this person has actually understood the frequency, that high riding frequency of love. And therefore they understand that, guess what? Love in all forms, whether it's love towards yourself, love towards your partner, love towards your pet, love towards your child, whatever it is, all forms of love is infinite.
Absolute.
There's enough of it to go around. There's an abundance of love for everybody to have, especially if you practice love towards yourself.
If you can't love yourself, then who are you going to love? Who's going to love you, and who are you going to love? You can't even show compassion to yourself. And you know what's funny? It's just very sad that what you were saying before about narcissism, it's like, do people not Google things anymore to see what narcissism means?
I think the thing is that
we've gotten that lazy.
We are so against self-compassion that we are looking for excuses not to practice it.
So we'd rather say that, if you're self-compassion, that means you're too self-absorbed.
Yes.
So therefore you must suffer.
Right.
In silence and plow through.
The only good people in the world are the ones that choose to suffer.
Yeah.
And even that in itself is such a limited belief that needs to be worked on right now. If you have that belief, I'm telling you, you need to go find somebody to talk to, because this is not...
BrightMindsetProject.com.
Go to our website, BrightMindsetProject.com. Book a clarity call.
ASAP.
Because this limited belief is not what you should be... You should not be subscribing to something like this.
No!
You don't have to feel guilty about showing self-compassion. You don't have to feel guilty about showing compassion towards yourself.
That's it.
Because the more you do that, the more love frequency, the more high vibe that's going, you're going to attract people. You're going to attract things. You're
right situations and the right
opportunities and circumstances.
That's right.
This doesn't happen by hating yourself. No. This is not 1990s grunge music where we talk about how much we all hate ourselves. We're not there right now. That is not what we're talking about.
We're out of that phase. Thank you, Lord.
We are talking about embracing ourselves.
That's it.
Embracing yourself, hugging yourself,
letting
yourself know that you've got you.
Even treating yourself, it's so funny how, even with your, with a job or with anything, whether you're self-employed or you're working for a company, take the time off. Take the time off, take yourself to a nice spa, take yourself on a nice nature walk, whatever it may be. Just show you value your temple, you value yourself, you value your mind.
Value your temple. I love it.
Girl, people aren't valuing, they're just sitting there, instead they're taking their temple and abusing it by sitting in their pain and drenching themselves. And that so much anger and hate is now growing inside of you that when you don't have to say a word, you can just go into a room and people are just looking at you like, oh my goodness, who hurt you?
Yeah, because remember, your essence. It radiates off of you. You see yourself, and we look at ourselves and you just see the physical body.
Right.
But there's actually layers of you that radiate out towards whoever comes near you.
Yeah.
And they know your vibe.
They feel it.
As soon as they come within 6 feet of your presence, they know what they're dealing with. So
Girl.
the idea that we believe self-compassion is a negative thing,
right,
that needs to be demolished.
Oh.
That needs to be erased. The truth is that you're never going to know true compassion until you've shown it towards yourself.
Woo! Girl. We have so much resistance against self-compassion. It feels very natural to resist it. So, Cara, let's discuss something here. Can we discuss self-compassion being manifested from shame?
Oh, yes, we can. That is
yes, we can.
Big one. So, for those that need to understand, shame is a feeling that we hold about who we are.
Right.
So, shame can come from past experiences, past circumstances, even things that we didn't experience, but maybe someone in our family line did experience
like our
it.
ancestors, even as far back as then. Mm-hmm.
And if we have those stories and have those beliefs, we draw it within and say, well, this is my identity. So if someone was a victim of abuse,
right,
a part of who they are now is, I am a victim of abuse.
Right.
I was weak. I was vulnerable, and this horrible thing happened to me. And that becomes shame, and that becomes a part of who that person is. So it's not great.
Right.
The most important presence is the I am presence.
Okay.
This is why I always say to people, don't say that I am broke or I am poor.
Right.
I am a bad person. I am a cheater. I am, because when you're drawing in the I ams and they're negative,
right,
you are telling your subconscious, well, this is what's up. You're telling the universe, well, this is what's up. And I am, it's a very spiritual, saying. It's a very meaningful thing when you take on an I am and put something behind it.
Right.
That's why affirmations usually start with I am compassionate. I am smart. I am. So, the I am can make or break us depending on what we are saying.
Right.
If we hold shame about a certain moment in time or something we did, it can work against us. Because when we have that shame, we're like, well, because I was a victim of this, or because I did that, I don't deserve anything good. Meaning, I don't deserve self-compassion.
Wow. Oh, geez. Okay. So, how do we get rid of shame? Is there a way to? Is there a way to get rid of shame permanently, or at least to control how it how it moves in our lives and how it makes us decide bad things?
Well, to be honest with you, the best antidote for shame is actually self-compassion.
Ding, 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 ding.
You actually have to fight the resistance and say, I'm going to be compassionate to myself today.
Right.
That is the only way to start unwinding shame.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So, how do we start practicing self-compassion?
So, I find that if you make self-compassion easy at first,
right,
it's easy because, again, I've talked about it on the show before.
Yes, you have.
Where I was not doing self-compassion. I wasn't taking vacation time. I wasn't celebrating my birthday. It was work, work, work all the time. I don't deserve anything extra because I haven't achieved Oprah status yet.
Right. We're getting there.
So
everything in time.
So because I had that limited belief, I found it very hard to start practicing self-compassion. I was like, I don't know how to go to the spa. I don't know how to plan a birthday party. Like, I was making it very complicated.
Right.
But I find that if you make it simple and make it easy, it becomes more natural.
Okay, that's good.
So, here's the first thing you can do. This is for the overachiever. This is for the person that feels they're not worthy of self-compassion.
Right.
The first thing you can do is you can stop. And then after you stop, you can take 3 deep, deep, deep breaths.
From the bottom of your stomach.
The bottom of your stomach.
Okay.
Your stomach should expand out to here. And when you exhale, slowly count to 4 as you exhale. Exhale.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
And do that 3 times and see how your body feels.
Even like hearing it is relaxing me, and I do that. You've taught me this, and I do it, and I'm just like, hey, like complete zen.
Exactly.
It's so relaxing.
It's so relaxing and
like
so good for you.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like drinking water.
Mm-hmm.
Self-compassion doesn't have to be a thing where you go out and you buy balloons and decorate your house and invite all your friends and have a band play your favorite song. It doesn't have to be that complicated. It can be something as simple as making a cup of coffee, going outside and sitting outside on the steps or on the balcony, stoop, whatever, on your balcony, and just drinking your coffee in silence.
And just admiring
self-compassion.
Admiring the scenery.
Yes.
Just clearing
Go
your
for
head.
a walk.
Girl.
Look at the trees. Self-compassion does not have to be complicated.
Right.
Another thing that you can start to do is, and you know, if you're really into spirituality, you'll know you should start looking at your heart chakra.
Ooh, girl, yes.
Look at your heart chakra. The element of air is what the heart chakra is. So that's the element of life. It's life-giving. Air is life-giving. When the heart chakra is flowing freely, you don't have to worry about a lack of love.
No.
Or towards yourself or others.
That's right.
So people that have a balanced heart chakra, they won't have a problem with self-compassion. Because they know that self-compassion, if anything, makes me better for loving other people and for people to love me.
That's it.
Right? So people that have a balanced heart chakra, they know that they don't need to be fearful of love, giving it or receiving it, and they actually seek joy.
And I love that. You know, I mean, instead of repelling it and saying, oh no, I'm going to bury myself with more work, they have no problem just being like, you know what, I'm going outside for that walk. I'm going to call one of my friends and see if they want to join me for dinner tonight or just to go out and hang out, whatever it may be. I love that, how you broke it down, how easy it is to show self-compassion.
Yes.
There is a level for everyone. So if you want to be a baller and get the balloons, hey, you know what?
Then go
ahead.
Nothing is wrong with it. You do self-compassion the way you need to do it.
And if you just want to lie down on your back in the grass and ground, then hey, do it. It's at every level. So I love how you broke that down. That's very, very cool.
And don't carry that sense of being self-compassionate means I'm being vulnerable. Vulnerability is probably what you need more than anything right now when you're in this situation.
Definitely.
You are not weak for loving yourself.
You know what, Cara, I'm sorry, can you say that again? Because I don't know, I feel in my spirit that was meant for someone listening and watching this right now. I didn't just say that one again.
You are not weak for loving yourself. I know, especially, you know, speaking as 2 Black women, we are from the community that says you need to be strong. And to be honest with you, being strong just landed me in the therapy chair and had people having to watch me to make sure I didn't hurt or kill myself.
That part.
So being strong didn't help.
No, being strong was exhausting and draining, and this made us feel even worse.
Thank you. Self-compassion, since I picked that up, since I picked up self-compassion and not being afraid of being vulnerable, not being afraid of saying, look, I actually have no energy for this, was the best thing I did for myself.
Oh, all day.
I actually became stronger.
There's so much power in no. So much power in no and putting yourself first and showing that self-compassion.
Yes.
Child.
You deserve kindness. You are not being weak, vulnerable, or self-indulgent or self-serving. You deserve kindness.
Oh.
Okay.
And
I just want to walk through some affirmations.
Yeah, let's. Absolutely, let's do it.
So that people can say this to themselves when they're feeling that self-compassion is not easy for them. You can start your day or end your day with these affirmations.
Absolutely.
And hopefully it will seep into your subconscious mind and make it easier for you. So, I am kind to myself in this moment.
I'm going to repeat it. I am kind to myself in this moment.
I love it. I accept this moment as it is right now.
I accept this moment as it is right now.
I accept who I am at this moment.
I accept who I am at this moment.
I will give myself all the compassion I need.
Ooh, I will give myself all the compassion I need. And you feel that, girl? I feel it.
Especially that last one.
Yeah, that last one.
You are giving yourself permission.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do. At the bottom of it all, at the end of it all, at the very foundation, we need to give ourselves permission to practice self-love and self-compassion.
Ooh, that's it. No one's holding us back.
No one.
I don't know who. It's sad that we have to ask ourselves permission, but it's like, well, who's holding you back? Just be free. Lord.
Be free and love yourself.
Ooh, yes, child. Oh, Carcia.
Self-compassion for the win.
Woo! I love all of our combos, and I know that you guys love our combos too, but there's a few that really like hit home and really just like warm your spirit, and this is one of those combos. This can't be preached enough, honestly.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
I think that this was a great conversation, and I think that
on your way, girls,
for everybody
see your
right now.
Here we go.
Thanks.
Yes, girl.
For everything right now, more than ever, this is what we all need to do. Practice self-compassion in some way, whether that means taking half an hour to just breathe, be by yourself, or if it means going to the park, if it means chatting with a friend, if it means just lying on the floor and just falling asleep, whatever you
actually
consider.
Really relaxing. I've been doing that sometimes, and I'm like, it's so nice. You should try it.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Again, if you love conversations like this, if you enjoyed this conversation, subscribe to our channel. Click the subscription bell and the notification bell. Leave us a comment below. If you are looking for more mindset content, more content on spirituality, visit our website, brightmindsetproject.com, for a lot of free content, and book a clarity call with us, which is also free. Start working with us. We have loads of courses and programs ready for you to partake in.
Yes, we do. You know, before you know it, it will be 2022. So what a better time to enter into a new year, knowing that you're taking the time to take care of yourself and
that's it.
Take those steps towards becoming a better you.
Exactly. And we would love for you to take your journey with us.
Take in this day, take in the words, practice self-compassion.
Practice self-compassion, and check us out on all streaming platforms for It's All Connected by HercastleGirls. Visit us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. And let us know what you think. Rate us and follow us there as well.
Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, bye!